G'day everybody, welcome back. Hope everybody's doing well. So as you can see here, I've got some old used canvases, and this one I did yesterday. If you haven't seen how I did this, go back and have a look. So I wanted to do like a sequence of this kind of theme with the gems and crystals and like a crystal rock, and it does look like a crystallized rock. It's unbelievable. So oh yeah, I just want to flip this over that way. I think I want it to be like that. So now I'm just going to go around and tape the backs. Just easy with the masking tape. Use any tape you really want to use. I just want to minimize the leaking underneath there, so that's why I'm using this. And then flip her over again, and that's going to sit like that. So it's going to be a bit of a process doing this. I'm going to make sure I do it exactly right. See, I've even got some signage there, and when was this one made? In 2017, July. Wow. But anyway, I don't have any use for them, and nobody seems to want them, so should I leave this one on there? I don't know if it's going to make a difference. Anyway, let's just go like that and tape that nicely. So I'm just going to go around and do all of that tape, all the underneath, because I'm trying, like I said, to minimize the leaks and the wastage. So I will be back. Oh, let's do this one like that. There's another one going over there, and then I will be back and we shall start. Don't ask me how I'm going to do this. I have no clue just yet. I did try to think about it last night when I woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't sleep, but nothing came to mind. So I think this one's going to be a real sort of an intuitive piece. So flip it over. Ay, ay, ay. Bugger me. Why? Why? Alright, so I'm gonna speed this up for you, otherwise it's gonna take forever. And nobody likes forever. Okay, so while I'm taping this, I thought I might just take this opportunity to thank everybody for watching. Your support by watching, subscribing, and commenting is most appreciated. So if you're new to the channel, please click on that subscribe button and that bell, and put a couple of words or even just a thumbs up if you like the video. It really helps the channel. So I just did a tape around the edges as well, and I mixed up some of the plaster of Paris with a little bit of PVA glue and some water, and now I'm just applying it in those cracks and just smoothing it all a little bit with my fingers to ensure that they all are in there nicely, and that's going to help and support the whole piece as well as resin coming on top. And just a little bit of gesso now, spreading that with my hands. Of course, it's so much easier and quicker for me to do it that way than getting a brush out and then having to wash the brush. It's going to take a little while for it to dry. I thought I might draw some shapes, and I feel very comfortable with geometric shapes. Now I could go around, do a geode thing, but I don't want to do that. I want to play with my pens, my homemade pens, and just create some, just like freehand. Let's go. Oh, if I can get it to come out, be great. Okay, just doing those lines, and like I said, they ended up being just a waste of time, but there's so many ideas and there's so many ways that I could have gone with this piece, but I decided not to. Okay, so here we are. I'm back 2 days later. I had a bit of a bad turn health-wise yesterday, so I didn't do anything. I decided to just relax and watch cooking shows. That relaxes me. Oh dear. And also watch some art, some beautiful creative things that people make. So yeah, today I'm feeling better. So I thought, what's better than just, you know, painting and creating art? So that's what I'm doing. So I've got 3 colors here, and I've got a black, just a little bit of black. This little cup here is for my black. I've got a lot of resin here, but we'll see how much I use, and hopefully I don't use too much, mainly because I don't want to make this piece so heavy, you know. So we'll see how we go. And I'm sorry I had to sort of set you up this way because I can't fit you over there, so I have to go sideways, but I figured because I'm right-handed you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, let's go. How exciting. 1, 2, let's get 3 spatulas. And we're going to go with a white here. Actually, I don't even think I need so much white, so I'm just going to get rid of some of this. I only want a little bit of white. And I'm not going to follow this pattern. I decided it's going to be difficult to follow what I did there. So this is not the angel white. Okay, this is a different white that I'm working on at the moment, and it is more of a base white. So 5%, is that 5%? I want it quite opaque because I've got a black background and I don't want to see that black there. So I'm just gonna, I'll mix this better after. So the angel white is more of a warmer white, and this white is going to be called the Snow White Queen. And well, I'm thinking about calling it that because the angel white's above, because like the angels are above, and the Snow White is kind of on the ground. And yeah, I know I'm a little bit weird that way. So anyway, I've got a really beautiful light pebble color. So it's a grey. It's like a warm grey. It's like a pebble, and I want quite a bit of that. I'll put that in here. Just have to remember this is a big piece, so I need quite a bit there. And this is a stone which has a purple undertone, so that's going to go in here. And these are only small jars. When you buy them, they'll come in bigger jars. And I'm going to be using also a black. This is also a new black. Oh, bad. So this, we've got to give it a little stir, is a new charcoal black. Now, none of these are in the shop just yet, but I'm hoping over the weekend, you know, all going well, that I'll be able to put them up in the shop. So I want this also to be quite an opaque color. So that's gone in. And now I'm just going to stir them, and then I'll be back with them all stirred up. Okay, all stirred up, and even while I was stirring, I was already coming up with some different ideas. I don't know. Oh, what's going on here? Clean that. I've got a faulty cup. Let's check these other ones. No, they're good. Oh wow, that's interesting. So I'm going to go from dark kind of to light. So I'm going to start in the center here and build it out. So I'm going to follow this square. I know I was going to even go like that, down there, and then up like that, and just doing that sort of thing. But I don't know, I think I'm just going to keep it simple and see what happens. So I'm just going to go in with my white around. Now I am going to go inside the crevice. Ooh. Hopefully don't overflow and go inside there. So I'm just going to go that. I might actually speed this up a little bit. I never know if you like listening to my jibber jabbering or my thought process, but I always think people get a bit annoyed with other people talking, so I suppose it depends on. Ooh, so I'm doing something different already. What am I doing? Okay, that's interesting. Wasn't planning on doing that. See, I start thinking about what I'm talking about and my hand just goes and does whatever it wants. So there's none of that left in there. The darker colour is this beautiful pebble, which is gorgeous. However, I will torch this a little bit. Actually, I'm going to go with the black on the outer edge because, yeah, I think that's what I want to do. And I don't really have a lot, do I? Bugger me. Okay, let's go with pebble. We're going with the pebble, people. Pebble. On the job. Right here, right now. Let's go. Wow. They will meet. I always like to leave a little bit. And even these, is this in the way? Even these little gaps, they're great because you can put gems and things in there if you want to. Alright, here we go with a stone. You wouldn't think that was made with a purple, would you? But it does have purple undertones. And it's so nice. Beautiful neutral colour, so it's going really great next to this one. Just complementing it. Now we're going to be a little bit tricky here now. Just go up here more. And then go down here more. And then we're going to spread it around a little bit because I still have to put that black in there. And there's quite a bit there. So, good old hands, let's go with it. See how it's not perfectly geometric? That's the whole point. So do it like that. Go in here. Covering all my design. Do you ever do that? I'm sure you do. Plan to do something and you get it all drawn out and everything and then you change your mind. Happens to me all the time. All the time. The black's going to be really good. And this is just creating those lines now, which I love. Once I put the black in now, we'll do the same with the black. Now the heat's going to go in there and spread it even more because I don't have a lot of black and I want to be able to cover this whole thing. Heat, come Good old El Cheapo from the warehouse. Ooh la la. Okay, so I've decided to go with what I've got here, and I really wanted to go around this edge with the black as well, but I'm gonna have to drizzle. Oh, drizzle and drip by the looks of things. Let's try to do that again. Doesn't have to be uniformed. I just need to have a bit of black in there. And that's just going to add to the character. I'm not even going to worry about it too much. And okay, all right. Changing my mind as I go. Hold on. So looking back on this video, I'm just thinking I could have left it like this, beautiful and pastel, and then just do the edges in that stone kind of look. That would be nice as well. Just a thought for everybody and myself. So I'm just spreading out whatever I have there because it needed it. I didn't have enough resin to cover the whole thing, and I needed still to put more of that black in there. So that's just what I'm doing, just spreading all of that out and contemplating in my mind what to use, whether to use the gold or the silver. What do I do? What do I do? So that's already looking nice there with just that black, so let's go with it, okay? There you go. That there's already looking good, and now the rest of it I'm just going to go around here, around the edge, and then blend that in because I don't have a lot. Sorry if my head's in the way. Might look like a bit of a mess now, I know, but it's all going to be good. I think it just really needed that black there. Okay. Cleaning up. Oh, I managed to drip some black in there. How wonderful. Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. But anyway, I'm going to have to torch it a lot. Okay. I got to change my gloves because I think that one of them leaked. Yes, I was right. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this cup here with a little bit of black in it. Put a little bit of silver grey, or quite a bit of silver grey in there. It's going to make it a little bit darker. Plus, I can't be bothered getting another cup. That's probably the most honest truth. But it does make your pigment darker. So there it is there. Just got to give it a real good stir. Make sure that it's good. No lumps, although I do have a few lumps around here, and that's from my gesso that wasn't mixed in properly, but I don't mind because I am going to put some gems and things like that in there. So I'm just going to follow around here, and I'm just going to make this guy a little bit bigger, or just kind of like create an illusion. So yeah, that's what automatically does that. And then I'm going to go around here, use up all of this. And I'm just going to keep going around the same. Till it starts dripping. Alright, so that's the drip there. Done. that just adds a little bit of something there. Oh my gosh, this is completely not what I imagine it to look like, but I like it. And that's the most important thing. What a mess I made. Okay, so now I've just got a little bit of clear. So I might decide that I'm going to mix up some gold. I still don't think, but anyway, I've got gold in here, right? Ah, gosh, let me think. Okay, some gold here. And I'm just going to put some inside my cup here. Gosh, this is the trickiest thing to do. And then pop it inside there and just give it a real good stir, and it sort of all falls apart and gives you these lovely little flakes of gold. So I could probably even go a little bit more. I'm going to make sure that it's, I might even just get a tiny little bit more. If I can get a smaller piece would be great. Ah, of course. Of course. Gosh. Get in there. Get in there. Now, if I wanted to get a nice big piece, guaranteed I wouldn't have been able to pull it out of there. It's always the way. You want a small piece, you get a big one. Anyway, so there we go. I've got it. I wish I could just close my eyes and just go wherever. Alright, let's go. I'll just do a little bit here. Just let's see what it looks like, eh? Oh, it's not bad, isn't it? Looks great on that black. Let's do some here. Let's go like this. I don't mind it. I think it looks nice. Bit of a border. Just got to make sure I've got enough because I don't have that much in there. So that's why I'm going super speedy. Stretch it out and then work it out. Now just scrape some. Wow, that was so lucky. Alright, well that's not bad, is it? Not bad, is it? See, with the other piece, the geode that I did, I kind of knew how it's going to turn out. Except for a few little minor changes that I did as I go with the intuition and you know, you just go with the flow. But this piece, I definitely did not imagine it to be like this. And I tell you what, it is not bad looking. You wait until it sets. And look at that white. It just can't help itself, can it? Right, we still need to add some gems. Gems are going to come in. And I'm going to empty out everything that I've got in here. Because I don't want it to be too heavy, you know. So this was the darker one, right? Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, Eileen. Just adding another dimension. Try not to disturb my lovely gold. Everything's got to be used. Everything has to be used. Simple as that, people. If you can't fit it on your board, get a mold or something. Put it in a mold. Don't waste anything. There's that. Let's get this one. I'm going to use the same spatula. I do like that white there. I don't want to disturb it too much. maybe some here across that black. I might get my, this is the silicone spatula. It's working nicely. Now if you're a newbie, it's always good fun to try something like this and just be spontaneous and don't worry about it too much. Maybe try on a smaller piece like that's about 20 by 20 centimeters. I think that's about what, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 8 by 8 inches. So start on a smaller scale. Get the heat gun again. I don't want too much movement. Oh, I've got a lot of leakage here. That is a shame. That's a real shame. Oh, I don't like that. Is that the only leak? That's the only leak I can see. What a shame. Put it back up there if I can. Yeah, it's coming from this corner here. Bugger. Okay. Let me know what you think about these neutral colours. That would be very interesting for me to know. Okay, so that is it. Whatever I've got clear in here, I might just, before I start cleaning everything, I'm going to let this sit a little bit, and then I'm going to come around with some gems. So stay there, don't go anywhere. Okay, so I thought I'd show you what I've done. I'm waiting still, obviously. This is not ready yet. So I've got some, hold on a second. I've got a box full of these. So these are crystal points. They're like real crystal points. So I've just got some tack and put it in there just to hold it together. So that's holding it up there, but it'll be easy to remove. And down here, I am going to tape the whole thing, because this tape is also going to be super easy to remove, but it's holding it all together like that. So now I can get some resin and place this somewhere, not worry about it not coming off. Actually, it looks pretty good there. I wanted it here, but I wanted to make maybe a bigger one. Maybe I'll try and do that, do a bigger one. I just wanted to show you how this is a cheats way of doing it. Otherwise, I would just get a little mold, just a little round mold or a little square mold or whatever, and put a little bit of resin in the bottom, and then rearrange these and let them sit like that, open them up like a flower, and then wait for them obviously to set. But yeah, this is a cheats way. Okay, so I've decided to just put it there because it's just sitting there beautifully, and I've only got enough resin to just cover that there, and I can always make some more later and attach it, but I think it'll look nice just like that sitting there. I didn't want to take away from this, but yeah, we'll see what happens. By tomorrow or by later on today, things are going to happen and there'll be changes again. I know it's always the way with me. Let's get some more in there. I'll sit you down there. And now I think we're going to put some more in there after and make sure that's all nice and secure. How's it looking? Wow, that is interesting. See, when I look up there, I can see, where am I? Wow, so weird. This area here doesn't seem to be right. Okay, I see where the problem is. I think that's better. Yeah, it's more continuous. Right, so yeah, back in a few hours. Here I am, the pest. I'm back. I don't quite like that area there. So I've got these guys that I've made with these little, oh no, there it goes, these little molds, which used to be, oh geez, I did a video, but I don't think I've put it up. It used to be one big mold, and that was like a solid block, and I just trimmed it down and then poured some resin over it. So they're quite nice, and that side is nice as well. So I was thinking of, but that color is completely like wrong, or even just this one here, just to see how to, sometimes I've got to look up. I just want to cover those. Whoops, there it goes, done it. Probably can't even see because it's transparent, but when this dries I'm going to go around with my pen and do that. That's looking quite interesting, isn't it? And then, gosh, so much for keeping it not heavy. Yeah, just looking at how it will work out, how it will balance out. But no, that looks good there. I've covered all those boo-boos. Now I've got that there, maybe up here. How does it look up there? Maybe not. I might just leave that one there. And I'm being a bit of a chicken now, aren't I? Yeah, so I've got a little bit of, I seem to always be able to scrape up more of the resin. I think because it just wants to self-level, and it's sort of, when you let it sit for a while, it's good to go again. So I'm going to put a couple of these crystal quartz in there, just like that. Lift it up a little bit, give it a little bit of something, just like that. Not too much, that's pretty cool. Maybe one over here if I can get some more glue, but that's what it is, it's glue. Get off, get off, get off, get off. There. Oh, this is a nice pointy one. So this is the same as that, only this is polished, and these are sort of points. I did not want you to fall down, I wanted you to sit up like that. There. Oh, that's pretty. Oh yes, I'm so happy. Okay, well that's pretty good. I think I might put this guy in there. I'll put another one, which kind of fell apart on me. Maybe I can plonk that somewhere and just fill it with some of the, oh gosh, it's going to weigh a ton. It's going to weigh a ton. It's got gold already on it. Oh, bugger it, hey? Do it? Let's do it. Done. Set it down a bit. It's already got some. It's got some. Well, they're acrylic, so they're pretty light. Oh gosh, no more resin. I might have to mix a little bit of resin since I'm mucking around. I need to put some up here because I want to add some nice, maybe even here. There we go, look at that. Straight away it makes it look nice. And then I'll need a crane to lift it off my table. Gosh. All right. That's looking all right. 1, 2, I need the third one. I don't know why I always do things in threes and it's a completely different color, which may not be a bad idea. Could be a bit of a, oh, I do like this. And look how transparent it is. But this is nice too. This is probably better matching. Might put it here so we've got 1, 2, 3. But I don't have to go right on the edge like I did there. I might just even go like here maybe. Let me look up. Okay. Not there. Maybe here. Let me turn around a few times and then go back this way. There. That's where it's going to go. Sometimes the best bloody way. Too much thinking. See? Alrighty, I like it. I like it. I'm going to go around with this one. Oh, this is so much fun. I don't even care if it's going to be weighing a ton. I'm really enjoying doing this. It is very fun. Maybe I can. Nope. Ton. Let's try and keep it under a ton. Go around. Right. Okay, let's see if I can get another drop of this out. What do you reckon? Let's see. Let's see. Come on, Eileen. Come on. Come on. Yep. Should have my gloves on, but sorry. This is an emergency, so I'm just going to do that. I'll wipe my hands straight away. Don't yell at me. There you go. See? Okay. Let's put some of these on top as well. This is a really nice pattern there. Maybe I shouldn't go right up top. Maybe go down here a little bit. Because it does have a really pretty pattern. So where am I putting it? Oh my God, Suzana. Rub it in there a little bit and bring it down. That is nice, like a little, just like a little cluster. Oh wow, what do you reckon? Are you having fun? Are you having fun? That is so interesting. So I'm just going to put a couple here because I found another one of those little lumps. So that's going to be like a little cluster there of the grey moonstone. Right, so now I'm going to go around with my skewer. So I popped another thing in here and I can't help myself. All these drips, I've got so many of them and they dry up and they turn into some really nice shapes. So I'm going to go around this guy as well. Because the resin is starting to, oh geez, I could have got something thicker. Maybe that'll work better. Try the other side and see how that goes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Look at that. And might just do another one over here, just like that. Round around the garden like a teddy bear. I'm spending too much time with my grandkids. Alright, back to artwork. I'm just using my palette knife and just blending some of those colors and smoothing, just creating a little bit of smoother transition. That's what I'm doing, and that is it. There it is. Doesn't she look good? Welcome back. It's the next morning. I rushed in here last night to check on it, and the resin, it was just soft enough that I could pop things in it. But look, some of them collapsed on me, and I'll fix that. I'll show you how I'm gonna. Oh, this one's really stuck. Never mind, we'll leave that. So I did that. I've sprinkled some of my lovely polished, look at them, aren't they gorgeous? And they're nice big size too. This is the clear crystal quartz. So I've just popped some on there, some more over here, some here, and I just kind of went and I put some of these points around here. So I just stick this here. I will put another guy. It actually doesn't weigh a ton. Only about half a ton. So, but I think it's going to be okay. So here we go. I've got this guy. I just wanted to show you how I'm going to take that tape off. So the tape is off. I want to see how secure it is. It's not too bad, but if something knocked it, that will come off. So I'll have to secure that, and I'll take my tack out of there. Okay. It was and I can even build around and make that a little bit bigger if I wanted to. So here we go. I've got some UV resin, of course. I don't like using it. I could have used it yesterday on this guy, but I don't like using it because it smells real bad, and I don't like having to smell, you know, things while I'm working. You know, I don't mind doing it now and then walking away because it does smell for a while. Just fix that, cut that bit off. So, you know, resin art doesn't have to be just pour and leave it and hope for the best. You can play with it, manipulate things, and, you know, create artwork. Okay. It's a bit cold in here. Oh, here we go. I've got some coming out, so I'm just going to do that. So that's my UV. I'm going to pop this guy in there. I'm just going to see if I can arrange them a little bit. I should have done one by one. That's probably what I should do. Alright, so let's just do one by one. Right, here it is. So it should only take a minute for it to just hold, and then I'll do another one. So that's going to hold it there for now. Let me get another one, stick it in here. So I just keep going like this because this is a bit of a process. Takes a little bit of time. How pretty do these crystals look with this blue light on them? That's so cute. Alright, so that looks good. I might actually put another one in here. See if I can find a nicer one, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've got that one put in there. I've got another one in there, and I'm going to put another one in here. So I'm just holding while I'm, gosh, the longer you hold it there, the better. So while I'm sort of looking around thinking what next to do, I'm just holding this. I hold it for about 30 seconds. Depends on the strength of your light. Mine is not that strong, but it's stronger than the last one I had. It used to take forever. And now, well, I'm pretty happy with that now. Looks pretty rustic. Now I'm thinking about, oh, what am I going to put in here? And then I just go and I'm very practical that way. You know, I don't like to put a fat one. I'll put a skinny long one in there. So that's going to hold it there good enough for me to pour resin over and secure the whole thing. Because I do want to pour another, but I do want to do my lines as well, I think. Try not to make it terribly busy. But that's about it, and I think I'm just going to play with it for a little bit longer and then show you the end product. So I decided to split this into blocks in some areas, not everywhere, and using my homemade pen. And then after that I decided to just use the regular pen. So the pen that I'm using is an alcohol ink pen, and then spritzing. Every time I do a line, I'll spritz it a little bit with some isopropyl alcohol, and that allows it to kind of like mellow into the resin and also seal it into the resin. Okay, so here we are finally I've got some more resin. So I've got about 350 milliliters here. Already 400 went in before, and I can't remember how much I used here, but this is, you know, completely different because it's got its own sort of medium with a texture. So all of these guys that I've worked on and kind of glued them down with some UV resin. I just want to go around and secure all of that now, so there's absolutely no movement. There we go. This one as well. And this is about 30 times the speed. Like I said, I do like to take time. I use my hands to spread it around everywhere, especially when, you know, there are bits and pieces sticking up, so you've got to make sure you do it right. So I'm going around now with some glass glitter. I already applied some. So I've got some crushed glass, I've got some diamond dust. This is 100 grit, really fine glass, like real glass. And then I've got the white one, which is even finer. Oh my gosh, even finer. So I went around and sprinkled some. You don't want to saturate these because you won't see the sparkle otherwise. It's not like your, you know, regular glitter, it's glass. So I've got the gold one as well. There's all kinds of colors, and I do want to go around because this one kind of has a little bit of gold on there. I just want to go around and sprinkle a little bit of this, and also to sort of tone down these lines a little bit. So going around and sprinkling a bit of all of that, the crushed glass, different colors and different sizes, just to create a bit of, you know, effect. And look, it's looking pretty jazzy, don't you? And here she is in her glory, in all her shimmery glory. I do apologize for the really long video, but I cut out and sped up as much as I could. Overall, really pleased with the outcome. I love the clusters. They look really awesome, and that diamond dust, glitter dust is just marvelous. So in my next video, I will show you how I paint the sides, which is just, you know, it's just an average kind of thing that we do, and also how I will hang this, because she is quite heavy, but not quite a ton as I anticipated. But it's yeah, she's a heavy girl. So thank you all for watching, and please let me know what you think. Bye for now.